Welcome to ProKitchen Software online video tutorial series. In this video, we will explore Dynamic Design Showcase. We will locate and identify Dynamic Design Showcase, utilize tools on the presentation ribbon to adjust settings for the template, and we will explore each of the tools within Dynamic Design Showcase. Creating a presentation is an important part of the design process that provides the customer with a complete overview of the projected finished project. This process used to be a tedious process that required lots of time to capture image files from the 3D render, hunting down JPEG images of door styles, finish options, and more. To make this process a lot less time-consuming, ProKitchen has created an internal presentation creator that extracts and renders all the information dynamically from within the software. This tool is called Dynamic Design Showcase, which not only will extract the information dynamically, but will also save your preferred layout as a template to be used for future designs. To access Dynamic Design Showcase, navigate to the top of the ProKitchen window. Locate the Presentation tab and left-click to open the ribbon. Dynamic Design Showcase can be found here, furthest to the left. Before we dive into Dynamic Design Showcase, let's first explore the Presentation Setup tools also located on the ribbon. Just to the right of the Dynamic Design Showcase icon, you have an opportunity to adjust the page format. Hover to the right of the currently selected page format and left-click the Select button. This will launch a small dialog box where you may use the drop-down menus to select the paper size the document will print to and to select your preferred print source. Utilize the radio buttons in the Orientation section to select either Portrait or landscape layout, and adjust the preferred paper margins by left-clicking in the field to be adjusted and typing your new margin parameters. Once these have been set appropriately, left-click OK to apply the new settings. Just below the page format, you may use the arrow buttons to determine how many pages will be in the Dynamic Design Showcase before you even begin. The next set of options will affect the appearance of the Dynamic Design Showcase and other reports you create. To enable or disable an option, left-click in the box to the left of the option. Print Stamp is a completely customizable template that will display as a footer on your Dynamic Design Showcase or other reports. To customize this stamp form, left-click the Stamp Form button. In the dialog box, you can customize the font size, and style, the height and width of each text section, and logo fields. To alter the text in a text field, highlight the existing text and begin typing. To adjust the dimension or dimensions of a field, again, highlight the current text and type the required value, or utilize the arrows to the right. Utilize the font drop-down menus to select a font and font size. Left-click in the box to the left of a font style to select or deselect either bold or italic styles. In the Date field, you may select the design or print date that will display by left-clicking the Select button to launch a calendar. Left-click on the desired date to select. In the Logo tab, again, you may adjust the width and height of the logo field, or at the bottom of the window, you may clear the logo, reset the logo to the logo designated within your default settings, or browse to select a new logo from your computer files. The left and right text fields may also be customized to fit your needs. Enter the desired text, adjust width and height, font, font size, and style. Once all changes have been made, you may preview your stamp form. And if satisfied with how the stamp will display as a footer to your printed pages, left-click OK to apply. The grayscale option, when enabled, will create the entire report in black and white, including any 3D or JPEG images that are included. So if you want your images to pop, leave this option disabled. The border option, when enabled, will create a border around each page of the created report. After setting the report parameters, then left-click the Dynamic Design Showcase icon to launch the template window. At the top of the window is your control panel. Each of these icons are to be left-clicked to activate. We will walk through each of these tools and demonstrate how they work. The first icon is the Print icon and will allow you to print this document to your preferred print source. A dialog box will appear where you can set more printing preferences. Then left-click the OK button at the bottom right corner to print your presentation. Save to File or Print to PDF will save this created presentation as a PDF document and is how you will send the document to your customer via email. Note, you will want to utilize this option for email purposes and will not want to email the .dds file to the customer, as the .dds file can only be opened within ProKitchen from the Dynamic Design Showcase tool. Next are two floppy disk icons. The first is the Save Template, allowing you to save this as a template for future use. The first time you make this selection for a newly created template, the dialog box containing all your computer files will appear. Navigate through the storage to locate the preferred storage location. Type in the file name and left-click Save. Any save actions taken after the initial save will automatically update the file without any further action needed. The second floppy disk icon is Save Template As, which will allow you to save this template with either a new name or in a new location. One of those two options must be used for this function to work appropriately. The Manila folder icon with the arrow to the right will allow you to open a previously saved Dynamic Design Showcase template. The Manila folder icon with the arrow to the left will close the current Dynamic Design Showcase. The Page icon with the green plus sign will add a new page to the tail end of the report. The Page icon with the red X will delete the page you are currently looking at. A prompt will appear asking for confirmation of deletion. Left-click OK to proceed. The next icon appears as a newspaper or magazine page and is called Add View. This tool will allow you to start bringing in items to the report. Items such as plan or elevation views, 3D views, and more. To use this tool, left-click to grab. Then hover the mouse over the desired page and left-click to drop. This tool is intended to draw a box on the page for a view to be added to. So then drag the mouse out to create the size of box you want here and left-click to secure. To resize this box at any time, hover over any of the points along the outline until the cursor becomes a crosshair. Then left-click and hold to expand or diminish. Release the mouse to secure. To relocate the Add View box within the page, left-click and hold anywhere within the box and drag it to the preferred location. To add a view in this box, right-click inside the newly created box to open a menu. The first option in this menu is Add View, and will produce an additional menu when hovered over. As you can see, the options you may bring into this box are any of the plan or elevation views, 3D or 3D HD views, with 3D HD being the 3D viewer with Refine turned on, the bill of materials or a custom image, which is any JPEG or PNG file saved to your computer storage. Let's start by adding the plan view here. Once a plan or elevation view has been added, you may scale the image with the Scale tool found at the top right of the dialog box. You may highlight and type your preferred scale, or use the arrows to the right. The inner arrows will adjust in 1-inch increments, the outer arrows by fractional increments. If you want to relocate the view within the box, left-click the icon to the left of the Scale tool, turning the cursor into a grabber. Then left-click and hold the view to reposition, remembering to click the mover icon once more to return to mouse mode. On the second page, I am going to create 2 Add View boxes, just like before. Left-click Add View, left-click to drop, drag it to the desired size, and left-click to secure. Repeat as necessary. In the first, I will bring in the elevation view of the range wall. In the second, this time I am going to select the 3D view, which will allow me to select a 3D render of either the top view at 90, 60, or 30 degrees, or of any created elevation view at -45, 0, or 45 degrees. Once a 3D or 3D HD view has been selected, you will see a loading bar that says Template Initialization. What is happening here is that the template is remembering which view you want to go in this space every time you use the template, and it is internally opening the 3D viewer, rotating the design, turning Refine on if 3D HD was selected, and capturing an image to drop into your showcase. Once it has completed the task, the selected view will appear on the page. You may zoom in and zoom out of the placed image with the hotkey command. Make certain that the Add View box is outlined in red. Then on the keyboard, press and hold the Control or Command key and tap the plus sign key to zoom in. Or press and hold Control or Command and tap the minus sign key to zoom out. The backgrounds of these Add View boxes are transparent, so you may layer these and show more than one view on a page. These Add View boxes will default with a yellow border. You may remove all borders within the same page by right-clicking in remaining space on the page and left-clicking the Show All Borders option that currently has a check mark placed next to it. The next icon above in the control panel will only be active if an Add View box has been selected. This icon is the Clear View icon and will delete the previously selected view from the box, so you may add a different view. The next icon is the Comment icon. When left-clicking this icon, a drop-down toolbar will appear. If the toolbar does not appear, it is because your Dynamic Design Showcase window is too small. To access this toolbar, hover the mouse at the corner of the window. When the mouse becomes a diagonal double-ended arrow, left-click and hold, then drag out the corner to enlarge. The comment tools here work exactly like the comment tools on plan. The T icon is the standard text comment tool. Left-click to select, then left-click on the page to automatically launch the Text Attributes dialog box, where you may enter the required text in the upper left. Select a new font with the drop-down menu to the right, adjust the font size, select a new color, and select font style between bold and italic. When all necessary adjustments are complete, left-click OK to apply. The dialog box will disappear, and the text comment will take a moment to render. Once the comment appears on the page, you may relocate it anywhere on the page by left-clicking and holding the comment, moving it into position, and release the mouse to secure. To make any further alterations to this comment, you may access its attributes either through its right-click toolbox or with a double left-click. The line and multi-line tools are great for creating underlines, undefined shapes, and calling attention to what text comments are referring to. To use a single line, left-click to grab, left-click to drop on a page, drag, and left-click to secure. Multi-line tool is also selected with a left-click and placed with a left-click. But with this tool, you may drop as many connecting lines as you want. When you are done drawing the multi-line, tap the Escape key to release. The series of shapes are the Shape Comment tools and work just a little differently. Once grabbed and dropped, only the shape will be placed on the page. You may increase or diminish the size by left-clicking and holding any of the points on the outline of the shape. You may rotate the shape by moving the mouse in the direction of the desired rotation, being mindful that any comments added will also be rotated. To enter the text, you must access the shape's attributes, again via the right-click menu or with a double left-click. Here, there are more options available than with the standard text comment. Again, you may enter and adjust the text, but also, to the left side of the dialog box, you may select a new outline color, adjust the style of the outline with the drop-down menu, alter the thickness of the outline, turn on or off the fill color, and select a new fill color, as well as be provided the opportunity to change the sizing of the shape by adjusting the radius or dimensions, depending on the shape selected. Once ready, left-click OK to apply. After all the comments and comment tools have been placed, you may hide the text comment toolbar by left-clicking the comment icon once again. The next icon appears as a door and is labeled Add Option. This tool, when left-clicked, will provide a drop-down menu and allow you to bring in all the design elements, including door and drawer profiles and finish options for each catalog used in the design, as set within Global Options. Any of the room textures as determined in Design Settings, and any moldings as enabled to the one-click Add All Molding tool. To add any of these items to a page, left-click the icon to activate the menu. Select the option with a left click, and left-click on the page you want it to appear. When selecting doors or drawers, ProKitchen will then take a moment to replicate the item and deposit it on the page, appearing exactly how a finished cabinet door or drawer would appear, with all profiles, finish selections, and hardware intact as set within Global Options, as well as a description of the manufacturer name and door style type. All texture samples will appear in full color with the sample names and numbers attached. Moldings that can be brought into the showcase will render as a 2D line drawing representation of the profile and provide the molding name and reflect the moldings you have enabled to the one-click Add All Moldings tool, either within Design Settings or from the C-Tops and Moldings ribbon. All of these add options may be customized further within Attributes, where you may view and edit the text fields and adjust each field's font size, color, and style, and also make alteration to the sample's outline color, style, and thickness. As we continue down the top control panel, the next icon is the red X Delete icon that will delete the selected Add View, Add Option, or comment. The curved arrow icons are Undo and Redo. You may add grid lines to the background with the Draw Grid Line icon. Once grid lines have been added, you will activate the Snap to Grid icon, which will snap all added views and options to the grid lines. The Lock icon will lock or unlock views. When turned on, this will prevent you from making any accidental changes to your presentation. This will be turned on by default when opening a previously created Dynamic Design Showcase template, so you will need to left-click on the lock icon prior to making any changes. Then you may also add a header, and if the stamp form was not applied, also a footer. To add items to either of these, right-click on the header or footer and utilize the Add Image view to add JPEG images, or select Add Text Image to add text. This function is more thoroughly explained in the printing video tutorial. The magnifying glass icons will allow you to zoom in or zoom out of your pages. And at the tail end of the control panel is an opportunity to scroll through your pages. Before we close, know that ProKitchen has taken this presentation creator to the next level by providing right-click presentation tools that will enable you to cut, copy and paste, zoom in and out, scale, send one level backward or forward, or send to front or back, and more. These tools will look and feel familiar to other third-party presentation creator softwares that you are used to using in the past, and will assist in making this an intuitive experience for use. Once you have successfully completed the layout of your presentation, you may save the template for future use and save yourself time on creating the presentation, as all views and options will change dynamically from design to design and will require only a few small changes to reflect each individual client. Or you may print to paper or to PDF to send off to the customer. With ProKitchen's Dynamic Design Showcase, you can create beautiful customer presentations in a fraction of the time. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. For more videos like this, please visit www.prokitchensoftware.com.